Hi everybody, Maisha here, coming to you with a quick video where I am just going to show you how to make loops. I'm going to show you 3 different ways to make loops. Okay, so I'm starting off with just these 2 pliers, the round nose and chain nose and lush cutter. Okay, and I'm going to show you how I make loops. Okay. For this particular example, what I did was I took my bead along wire and I made my own little head pin. Okay, I just, went on the end of it, real tiny, made it a little tiny circle, just twisting my hand. Okay, my battery's low. Here, 1 second. 1 second, I don't want to get cut off here. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I already made really a loop right there, a little tiny one, right? But I'm going to use that on the end. Okay. I'm going to put a little spacer in there. I'm using these demi rounds beads. Spacer. Here. I'm going to put this bead here. It looks just like that. Just like that. I'm going to go to the very top, right there. And then I'm going to bend this wire back 90 degrees, okay? Did it go all the way back? 90 degrees. Then I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm going to put them right here at the end, right? With that little bend covered up. Put it right there. And then I'm going to take this wire. Depends on how big you want the hole on top to be. In fact, you know what? Because I want the earring to go that way, let me just turn this really quickly. I'm going to turn it this way to the side. Okay. Okay, right to the side. And now I'm going to put it this way, like that instead. Because I want the hole to be facing this way, right? The ear wire will go that way. So now I'm going to hold it right up under there. And where I place my pliers will determine how big the loop will be. So because I have it closer to the tip, it's going to be as wide as that section. If I want it to be a larger hole, then a larger loop, then I'm going to push it back here. But I want it to be the size that I have it right now. So take that wire over. I'm going to take my hand, open up the pliers, and then turn my hand around. Okay, let me zoom out and do that one more time. Okay. My hand is like this. I'm going to open it up and then turn my hand over. Time. My hand is like this. Open it up, turn my hand over. Okay. Now I'm going to push that wire to the back. And then I'm pushing the wire this way so that it is centered, all right, on that wire. And I'm going to move the direction of this too. But I have it centered on that wire, okay? Now what I'm going to do, move it down a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my flush cutters. I'm going to open it up just a little bit so I can make sure my flush cutters get in there. And then I'm going to cut flush against that side, right in the inside to cut it off. And now I'm going to take that wire and I'm going to tuck that wire in into that space. And now I have a simple loop. Okay, that's one simple loop. Okay. Now another way to do a simple loop. And I'm going to twist off this end again. All I'm doing is taking the tip and twisting it, right, to make a hairpin. Okay. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my one-step looper. If you don't have one of these, you should get one. This particular one is a 2.25 millimeters. Okay. This will be in the description box. Uh-oh. Sorry, I forgot my bead. Now I want to make a loop going in the same direction. So I put it on and I make sure that the wire goes through the back hole because it's long, right? So it goes through the back hole and then it keeps it straight. Okay. It's aligned with the back plate here. And then it's not too close to the bead to where when I push it down, it will crack the bead. But this is how it looks when you put it on the one-step loop. Okay. Now I'm going to push down. And then I'm going to pull my beads down a little bit, just to back it away from the jaw so that it doesn't get crushed. Then I'm going to let it go. The one-step looper is hit or miss when it comes to getting it really close to the bead and also getting that loop to be completely closed. You probably can't see, but it's slightly open, but that's no problem. All you do is close it up and then you work hard in it. I don't like that space that's in between there, but sometimes it'll do that. But I try my best to bring it in close enough so that I don't have that space right there. Okay. One other way to make a loop is going to be like this. And it takes a lot of practice. Loops are not perfect. This is handmade design, so our loops are not going to be perfect every time. And I'm going to say this in probably every video that I create, and that is, do not fall into the perfection trap. It's a trap. Don't fall for it. Everything you make won't be perfect. You're a human being. You're not a machine. So it's not going to be the perfect loop every time. And that's the beauty of it. It's art. Okay. And it's your art and it's your expression. And because it's your expression, it's beautiful just because. Okay. And it'll appeal to somebody. May not appeal to everybody, but it will appeal to somebody. Don't worry. Okay. So here we go. This is just an example, right? Just giving you an example. Really quick. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, right? That's just a little quick little beaded earring. I probably won't make another one. I don't know. I might make another one. So you're going to take those same chain nose pliers, and this time you're going to actually put the actual chain nose plier on the wire, and you're going to bend on top of it. Instead of bending right here at the end backwards, you're going to put it on. and then you're going to bend on top of it backwards like that. By doing so, you created a space right here. And that's the space that you're going to wrap in. That's why it's called a wire wrapped loop. You're going to put your pliers right here. I like this section for my loops. Some people take a permanent marker and mark up that, and that lets them know where they want to place it. There's another option for you, and that's to use the step bell making plier, which has 6 steps on it, right? 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay. And you can use the smallest one or whatever size. I'm going to use the smallest one. Okay. Bend it over again. Right. Bending over again. Right. Doing what we did the first time. Open up. Turn my hand over. Push the wire to the back. Straighten it up so that it's centered on there. I hope you can see that. All right. Now I'm going to take my chain nose pliers. I'm going to hold the loop, and then I'm going to take that wire and twist it around the neck. Okay. Now, however number you want to twist, you twist it around. The neck's pretty wide, so I got 4 twists out of it. All right. There it looks. I kind of like my necks to be thicker, so I'm going to twist it back around again. I don't always make them thicker, but sometimes. Right? Right. Like that. Sometimes when your hands won't work, you just get your other pliers. Have those other pliers help you out. I'm going to just keep twisting. You can make it neat. You can make it messy. Messy wraps are so beautiful. And then you have a wire wrapped loop. Okay, there it is. All you need to do, if you want to leave it just like that, is just find some ear wires. That's all. See, I have ear wires up here. Not any, but you would just find your ear wires, put it on, and there you have an earring. Now I'm going to take these apart and use them for something else. But those are a couple ways to make loops, right? These two are simple loops, and this one is called a wire wrap loop, okay? I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I know a lot of beginning beaders wonder how to do this, and I thought I might put something out there for you. Something I needed, and I know there's other people who need it too. All right, well, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, put them in the comments box. If you like the video, like, subscribe, welcome to the family. If you're wanting a community that you can engage with, where you're going to get positive encouragement, find me over at the Facebook group. It's called Blue Sapphire Studio on Facebook, and there's lots of friends there who will welcome you to the field, and we'll have a good time over there. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.